We're gonna get to page 3 of our packet, but I got cut off in the last video. So, in order to do the star is pretty tricky. So you connect the points of the star, the different little corners, and then when it comes to cutting the star off, you always just mimic the edges that you see. So, I'm just gonna do about a 1/2 inch cut off right here. I'm gonna cut off right here and see how this edge, I don't know what degree that is. I don't know if that's like an 85-degree angle or what, but whatever this edge is, I just have to mimic it. So I mimic that edge. Okay. Now this edge right here is pretty flat, so that's pretty easy to mimic. Okay, now I can't see the bottom edge of that part, so I don't really know where to cut off because I can't see it, so I don't have to worry about it. But I can see this edge, so I have to cut this off. So this was about a 1/2 inch off the edge of the star. This was about a 1/2 inch off the edge of the star. So I'm going to do another about 1/2 inch, and that should be fine. I just mimic the angle of the line that I see right there. And then same thing over here. This is pretty flat. And I did about a 1/2 inch. There we go. And that looks about right. Now I can go in and I can erase the orthogonals. And it'll look really cool. It'll look like a 3-dimensional star. Okay. Just do that. And then go ahead and do all the other shapes in here and make them 3-dimensional. When it comes to this next page, let's see, is that page 3, I believe? This next page is pretty tricky because we have these different letters. Westmont High School, woohoo! I'm going to work on the S with you because that's the trickiest one. All these letters, you just connect the corners, okay? But this one is a little tricky because it's kind of round, so I'm going to connect the corner of the S. Okay, and then it's kind of like that circle, so we take the vanishing point, we connect it to the outermost edge of that curve. There we go. I see some other corners that we can connect. Like that. And they kind of get blocked off by the front face of the S. And then there's another edge over here. So I'm going to connect it to the vanishing point, the very outermost edge. There we go. Okay. Woo. Connect it all the way down to the vanishing point. All right. So when it comes to cutting off the S, this is kind of awkward, but again, we're going to mimic the edges that we're seeing. So we have a curve and then it gets flat. So I have to mimic that curve and then it gets flat. Okay, and I have a curve over here. That S curve, it literally is an S. Okay, and then I think I might peek out from over there. Ah! Okay, and then this edge kind of just gets blocked off by everything else over here, so I don't think I could really show that I would cut it off, but it's pretty much that. That's how you do it. Okay. So you have to go in and kind of do that with all the letters, all the corners of the letters. So like, see, here's a corner, another corner. Okay, this corner, you can connect it with a vanishing point. That corner, another corner. Even these corners up here, you can connect them down towards the vanishing point. That one gets blocked off, okay? And then again, when you go to cut them off, so this is a flat line, cut it off with a flat line. This is a flat line, okay? Now I can't see this edge of the H, but this is about a 1/2 inch cut off, so I'll just cut it off again about a 1/2 inch, just like that. This part is straight up and down, so it goes straight up and down. It's a vertical line. This is flat, so it gets cut off flat. Erase the orthogonals, and it should look pretty 3-dimensional. Woohoo! Okay, so you just do that with all the letters, and then you could try your own word. Please do a school-appropriate word, okay? Make your own word down here and connect the lines and cut off. Do it in 1-point perspective, and it'll be great. Good luck.